The United States has begun a naval blockade of Iranian ports, further escalating tensions in the region while global oil markets reacted with slight relief on hopes that diplomatic engagement could still continue. The move comes after the breakdown of weekend talks in Islamabad between the United States and Iran. However, US officials say engagement is still ongoing, with what they describe as forward motion towards a possible agreement. Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has also said efforts are continuing to resolve the conflict and keep diplomatic channels open. US President Donald Trump said Iran had been in contact and wanted to make a deal, but stressed that Washington would not accept any agreement that allows Tehran to possess nuclear weapons. He also said any Iranian vessels or fast attack ships approaching the blockade could be eliminated.
Iran, you marking it down? Iran will not have a nuclear weapon. And we agreed to a lot of things, but they didn't agree to that. And I think they will agree to it. I'm almost sure of it. In fact, I am sure of it. If they don't agree, there's no deal. There'll never be a deal. Iran will not have a nuclear weapon, and we're going to get the dust back. We'll get it back. Either we'll get it back from them or we'll take it. And I can tell you that we've been called by the other side. They'd like to make a deal very badly. Very badly.
Despite rising tensions, oil prices fell below $100 as markets responded to expectations that dialogue could still prevent further escalation. A Chinese-owned tanker, Rich Starry, became the first vessel reported to pass through the Strait of Hormuz since the blockade began, after briefly turning back before continuing its journey towards China. The blockade has further heightened concerns over global energy security, as nearly one-fifth of the world's oil and gas supply previously passed through the Strait of Hormuz. The US military has stated that the blockade will be enforced against vessels entering or leaving Iranian ports, while still allowing neutral transit through the strait for non-Iranian destinations. Iran has strongly condemned the move, calling it piracy and warning of retaliation if its ports are threatened. Iranian officials have also warned that no port in the Gulf or Gulf of Oman would be safe if tensions continue to escalate. US Vice President J.D. Vance, who led the American delegation in earlier talks, said the US had made significant progress and had communicated areas where compromise was possible, although Iran did not move far enough. He added that any future talks would depend on Iran's response and that key US conditions include the removal of enriched nuclear material and verification mechanism to prevent weapon development. Meanwhile, NATO allies including Britain and France have distanced themselves from the blockade, saying they will not take part and instead calling for the reopening of the waterway. The ceasefire that followed weeks of US-Israeli strikes and Iranian retaliation is now under strain, with only a short time remaining before its expiry. Both sides continue to accuse each other of violation. Elsewhere, regional tensions have widened, with Israel continuing operation in Lebanon against Hezbollah. Iran has linked these developments to the broader conflict, while Israel and the United States maintain that the Lebanon campaign is separate from the ceasefire arrangements.